In the Batman Arkham series, you play as Batman. In the Sony Spider-Man series, you play as Spider-Man. In RoboCop Rogue City, you play as a man dressed in a fucking Spirit Halloween costume. I can't think of a protagonist that is supposed to be a badass, but also looks as goofy as this dude does. I mean, look at the way this fucking idiot walks whenever he's in the frame. You cannot tell me that this isn't the goofiest goofball to ever exist. Much like the jankiness that is RoboCop, the game surrounding him is just about as janky as he is. Enemies lack variety. They may have a bunch of different names alluding to a different type, but they are essentially just reskins of the basic enemies you kill from the first mission all the way to the end. The only enemies that even try to attack you in a way other than standing and firing whatever gun they have are these bikers and these snipers, and the main thing they have in common is avoiding you at all costs. Well, there is one more enemy type, but I only saw them twice in the game, so I forgot about them until I watched the footage back. But it's these guys that are basically Halo plasma bomber grunts, except they're crackheads with propane tanks. Huh? Oh. That was so funny. I forgot there was an enemy type in the game, oh my goodness. The best part of the bikers is when they roll up on you and you shoot them off their bike, but their bodies just ragdoll as if they got clotheslined from hell. Then you pick up their bike and throw it at another biker and watch it go up to flames as they scream in agony. No, I'm not a psychopath. And death in this game doesn't really seem all that real because I'm convinced that no one is really dead in this game because when you kill them, they usually say that you shot them in a specific area, all while their head is blown off. The characters that aren't trying to kill RoboCop talk to him via dialogue options, and they all share the same plasticky look on their skin. Every character is boring to interact with except for Dr. Blanche and of course my boy Pickles.
Where is Pickles?
He ran out the back door.
Where will I find him?
I don't know.
Pickles is pretty cool, I guess. Similarly, likewise, the environments lack any meaningful details that set them apart from one another. And my god, the amount of trash in this game. I don't think I've seen a game with more trash in it before. Every location in this game is dilapidated and dingy, which really lends itself to making you feel like this city has just gone to absolute shit and has no chance of making any sort of recovery. Just like modern day Detroit. There's actually one neat detail in this game, and I didn't expect it to be in here, and that's this clock in a tattoo shop that actually moves in real time with the time in the real world. Which makes me wonder how they synced up the clock to my life, but not the lips of any characters talking in this game. But enough about the graphics and technical aspects of this game because no one is playing a game like this for its beautiful art design and graphical fidelity. We're here for the gameplay. And how was the gameplay? Well, it's also kind of mid. The game shows you most of what it has to offer within the first couple hours. Doom Eternal this is not. You slowly, and I mean slowly, trudge through corridor after corridor with your Auto 9 pistol that has no right causing as much gore as it does when using it. I mean, we are blowing off heads the same way a shotgun would in this game. The destruction in the environment in combination with the gore transforms a nice clean room into something out of a horror movie. By the time you're done with an encounter, there are bodies strewn about with various body parts missing. You have the ability to pick up enemies and throw them across rooms and into walls, and it's fun for a minute, but quickly loses steam as the gameplay loop boils down to just moving from room to room and whipping out your pocket pistol and absolutely destroying anything in your path in that moment. Get out of here. Bye. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, he ain't making it. And what's crazy is, the longer that I played this game, the more I felt bad for RoboCop, as he's this man that is a shell of his former self. I don't know any of the lore because I haven't watched any of the movies, but you learn about his past life very briefly in one of these missions, and that kind of makes me want to go back and watch the movie to potentially have a greater appreciation for this game and its characters. A man forced to do the police department's dirty work and monotonous task, all while he struggles with his lost humanity. Shit is tragic, actually. Almost as tragic as the random tasks they want you to do in this fucking game. They have you go and get signatures for a get well card. They have you find an old movie at a rental shop. They have you fix a car for a mechanic. You can even issue tickets, all which I do not care to do. These NPCs don't want to do it, so why on earth would I want to do it? You have several upgrade trees that allow you to alter the playstyle a little bit. I opted for the ability to dash around the world as fast as possible, only to make it to the next objective as quickly as possible, so that I could get to the next game on my wheel spin. Which, by the way, we are grinding to 1,000 subs on YouTube and I need your help to get there. So please like and subscribe, as it means the world to me as we continue to grow. And don't forget to join the Discord server called The Island as we grind to our first 100 members. Come be amongst the first of a growing community and talk about all things anime and gaming. Much love. Back to upgrades. There are upgrades that you can make to your signature weapon called the Auto 9, and let me tell you, this upgrade mechanic is ultimately as pointless as the extra tone music genre. It gives you percentage increases to your weapons such as damage, weapon spread, and magazine capacity. It also gives you the ability to up the gore factor as if the game needed more of that. But by far, the best upgrade is the one that lets you hold the trigger down and never reload ever again. Anytime I would encounter an enemy, I would just crack my knuckles and hold the trigger down while taking a swig of my coffee and never thinking twice. So if you haven't been paying attention, the gameplay loop looks something like this. Walk to an area, talk to a character who will then ask you to do one of two things: shoot enemies or do detective work using your detective vision and then shoot enemies. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Pickles.
Shoot, shoot, rinse, and repeat. This loop can get repetitive fast, and for that reason, I'm giving this bad boy a C tier for pickles.
Now, you leave. Bitches, come!